So a few months ago, we heard a lot of reports about girls being given a certain drug in school. It sparked a lot of controversies with people not knowing what exactly it was or what exactly it entailed. But we later found out that it's called iron folic acid. So today, our conversation is going to center around benefits of iron folic acid to the growth of adolescents. And we are lucky to have Madam Patience Adongo, the Tamale Metro Chef Coordinator, in the studios with us today. Welcome, Madam.
Thank you.
We are very supplement. What exactly are we looking at?
Well, it's as a result of a program that is being run in Ghana Education Service,
Okay.
which is termed as gifts. And the gifts, the gene is girls. So girls iron folic acid tablet supplementation.
Okay.
So it's as a result of this program that we are dosing out iron folic tablet to girls in the schools.
Okay.
And it's this particular program is an integrated one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an integrated, it's a health and nutrition program. And so we don't just give the tablet, but there are some other social behavior communication that we carry out also in the schools.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So the iron folic acid supplements are something, can we just call it drugs?
Well, it's a supplement.
It's a supplement, okay.
In fact, it's like food in a different form.
Okay.
You know, it's smaller, but it contains the essential ingredients that will help build the human body in terms of blood.
Okay. So, is this safe to consume?
Yes, it's safe. As food is safe, so is the tablet also safe.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you know, sometimes when it comes to these supplements, sometimes you get a lot of warnings that if you consume it over a long period of time, there are going to be certain side effects and all of that. But is it the same with the iron folic acid supplement? Does consuming it long term have any side effects?
You see, it doesn't have a side effect.
Okay.
Because it goes to help build your system. It helps in the production of red blood cells. And so as long as you live, and as long as the red blood cells keep on breaking down, there is a need for new ones to be reproduced. And so this tablet continuously, as we wear down, the human body wears down, it builds new cells and keep you running. And you know, the attention is on the females,
Yeah.
girls and adolescent girls, for instance.
Yeah.
And it's for a reason.
Okay.
No, I think that,
yeah, we will come to that.
Sure.
But what benefits do young people derive from taking the iron folic acid supplement?
Yeah, you see, the adolescent per se, the adolescent period or age brackets is a fast-growing one, and the development is fast, and it needs a lot of nutrients to build you up and develop you into an adult that perhaps you would be free from some other ailments that you would encounter as you grow. And so the adolescent would need this supplement so that development in your body is secured for you. And then secondly, the adolescent, for instance, let's take the young girls, for instance. As they grow, they want to shaping up. Sometimes they don't eat well.
Yeah.
They don't eat well. They just want to, they don't want to be too, they are putting up big bombs and the rest. So they cut down their eating. And as long as you don't eat well, you as the adolescent girl may have issues with menstruation and general well-being. And so it's quite important that the adolescent get into supplementation and then grow well with it.
Okay,
Yes.
so I think this question should have come earlier, but
Okay.
it's now striking me. What in your opening statement you talked about a project called Gifts
Yes.
that is targeting adolescent girls. Why are adolescent girls the target?
Good. It's a good question, and I think that many more people don't understand.
Yeah.
And even at the school, when we go around, we find the boys asking, "Why are you giving to the girls and not us?"
Giving to the boys, yeah.
But now it's changed. We say if any boy wants, we should be giving. You know, just to erase that misconception or perception. And so we give to the girls because the girls, for instance, menstruate. And as you menstruate, you lose blood. And this has to be replaced. And because we don't eat well, in fact, records have shown that out of every 10 adolescents that visit a health center, about 8 are anemic. And it's associated with not eating well and also suffering from malaria. And this breaks down their system. And so there is the need for these girls to be on this supplement to boost their system so that these ailments that come their way, they are able to stand and grow well.
Okay. So I also understand that the program is targeting girls between 10 to 19 years old. So does it mean that any other girl above the age of 19 cannot take this supplement?
That is the school level for us.
Okay.
But the out of school, that takes place at the chief compounds and with the Ghana Health Service centers. They give to the out of school girls, and even if your age is above 19, you are allowed to take. But with the school level, we give up to 19 years. But funny enough, in the senior high schools, we have girls that are aged
above 19.
Above 19.
Okay. And
they are allowed to. You see that when people, the women are pregnant and they go to the antenatal, they give them the folic acid and they give them the fistulate, a lot of it, throughout until you give birth, and that helps a lot.
Okay, so when one takes the iron folic acid supplement, what are some of the benefits for adolescent girls? What does, especially I see that the program is targeting girls at a school-going level. So what benefits are they supposed to derive from taking the folic acid?
Generally as adolescents,
yeah,
and also generally as students. You see, as I said earlier on, the main focus is to help in the production of blood to meet the shortages that come along through menstruation.
Okay.
Good. And so the girls, they menstruate.
Yeah.
And so we give to them to cater for that shortage.
Okay.
Now, one other benefit of it is that it gives you that sound mind. Your physical being is sound, is built, devoid of some deficiencies that will put you down, that will let you not concentrate, because there will be stress if you don't have enough blood in you. If your blood level is low, you see that concentration level also comes down. The little stress you can bear, and generally the physical being will break down. You will not look attractive. You will be sluggish in doing things, and you'll be left behind. So it is very important that we get them on board and we get them take this supplement to build them and to help them stay active, concentrate in school. You know, blood carries oxygen around, and so when there's shortage, lack of oxygen flow to the brain. Okay. So you get fatigued easily. Yeah. So we want our girls to come on board seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I hear that taking this iron folic acid it prevents anemia. How true is this?
Yes. So, you see, the iron is the element or the substance that helps in the production of blood. Then the folic acid, I was explaining it one time to someone. I said, you want to prepare light soup. In fact, you have meat, you have tomato, you have pepper there, but that is not light soup. But that is the essential ingredients you need. And so that is the iron. Now, the folic acid comes to prepare the light soup. Then you can now have light soup. So these two work together and function together and make sure that you have blood production going on in your system. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are there like alternatives to the iron folic acid supplement for reducing anemia in adolescent girls?
Alternatives.
Yeah.
So I will not take the tablet. I'll take some other tablet, or I'll take some other thing aside the iron and folic acid tablet. Fine. You can, but will you be sure that it will do the work that the iron and folic acid will do? But what else will help to generate and to help in the production of blood if iron is not available? And so if you would not take the tablet, then whatever you will eat must give you the adequate quantities of nutrients that will help build the quantity of blood you need in your system. And I can assure you that you and I, we don't eat well. Perhaps the whole day, I don't think we have eaten even a fruit, perhaps I should say, or taken any form of proteinous food. So it's important that you take the tablet to supplement what you take, because what we eat is not enough. It can't produce or provide the necessary nutrients. So if you say you will not take, then make sure that whatever you are eating, which is actually a big problem for us, a big challenge, that we are not able to meet our nutritional needs through what we eat. And so it's important you take the supplement.
Okay. So I understand with the giving of the tablets in schools, I am a bit worried. When you take the tablet, can you take any other medication? Let's say somebody is on a particular medication. Does the tablet affect how the other medication works, or can it even go together? Because sometimes certain medicines are not supposed to go with certain things. So I don't know. Do you ask our questions asked as to maybe whether you're on some sort of medication, or it doesn't matter, it doesn't really affect any other medication?
Because it is not a drug.
Okay.
It really doesn't have effects on some other drugs that you take. But what we advise is that the children eat before they take the tablet.
Okay.
It's not a drug, and so it does not affect some other, unless perhaps in special cases where doctor would. But generally, it is not a tablet, and for that matter, it does not work against or have an effect on somebody who's on any other medication.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. So, also, are there certain people that are supposed to be excluded from taking this tablet?
No.
Okay.
It's for as long as you are in a reproductive life and you are menstruating, it's important that you have it.
Okay.
Yes.
So I've heard menstruation run through your submission. So it doesn't mean that if I am a young girl and I am not menstruating, I shouldn't really bother myself with it.
Well, that is why the age limit, you see, that's from 10.
Yeah.
And so from that time, we'd expect that. In fact, menstruation has come low as even 8 years. So the 10 years that we start giving, some may not even menstruate also at the 10 years, but it prepares them. It prepares them so that when you begin to menstruate, you will not have any effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was going to ask about how it affects school performance, but I'm sure that you tackled it in your earlier submission. So as I said in my intro, I think that when we heard about people taking tabs at school, a lot of parents, caretakers were alarmed because they do not know what they are giving to their kids, and it's even made it much more difficult when people started coming up with a lot of crazy theories as to why they were giving the young people these things. So first of all, let me ask, is it a contraceptive? Because it's like that was like the number one major worry of parents and caretakers, because they hear that it's a contraceptive they are putting the kids on at school. Is it a contraceptive?
Well, in fact, the hula balloon was so much that we, those who were given the tablets, had to break a little and to re-strategize, because it was like the sensitization and giving of information wasn't detailed enough.
Yes.
And you know, we work in collaboration with Ghana Health Service, and so we needed to have done perhaps better than we did. And so the information wasn't given out well, so we had to face these challenges.
Yeah.
So it is not a contraceptive.
Okay.
In actual fact, the contraceptive that we take is to regulate childbirth.
Yeah.
All right. Now, but folic acid and iron, for instance, taken by any other person, is to rather increase and improve on your well-being. You understand? And so how will this go to prevent pregnancy? In this one, we should have rather been thinking this will go and support, build up, and help prepare people to pick up seeds instead of preventing it. And so if you know what folic and iron does in the system, then you know that it rather helps and prepares them for future childbearing, these young ones, than to rather prevent or serve as a contraceptive. No, absolutely no, it is not.
Okay. So does it regulate menstruation? As in, maybe if you have a heavy flow and you take it, it probably reduces it, or maybe if you have a lighter flow and then you take it, it probably makes it heavier. Does it do that?
No, it doesn't regulate. In fact, it helps you to have enough blood so that you can go through your menstruation without having any issues of low blood count, I should say. And so it really doesn't regulate, but it helps you have a better menstruation, better flow. And so the flow, not in terms of how heavy it will be, but to give you your normal flow and let you be healthy and happy.
Okay. So I think another thing that we had circulating was that it's an abortion pill. I think that's another thing we heard, that if you take it and you are pregnant, you know, it gets rid of the fetus. So that is why they were actually targeting girls, because it's an abortion pill.
In fact, because initially it was all about girls, that notion, that impression, it went too far. But now it's open. We said the boys, if they want, they should give them. So, and the female teachers, they take. The adults in the school, the female teachers, they are allowed to take. And so that notion is beginning to erase. And so it really doesn't abort or cause any abortion. It doesn't. It will help you, the one who is pregnant, to rather be healthy, and your baby will be stronger. Yes, for you. So it's rather the opposite. People are, they rather turn the information the other way. And so when you are pregnant and you are on folic acid, it builds you, it helps you build your immune system, give you a very healthy baby. And then in terms of weight of the baby, you'll be satisfied to be good.
Okay. So if you just joined us, this is the Young Voices Forum, and today we are talking about benefits of the iron folic acid supplements, and there have been a lot of myths around it, so we are fortunate to have Madam Adongo in the studio with us today, and that is the discussion that is ongoing. So if you have any question or comments or contribution, you can leave them in the comment section and we'll get right to it when we have the time. So another thing that I want to know is at the school level, do these girls have to pay for the supplement?
No, not at all. In fact, the school-based health coordinator is the teacher that is in charge of the tablets. So when we receive it from Ghana Health Service, the documents are there, the registers are there, the names of the girls are written, and they are given one tablet every Wednesday, once in a week. And the teacher will make sure that they take it and it's recorded. And so nothing is given you to go home or misbehave anyhow with it. It is taken at the school and it is under watch. So you take the tablet, your name is written and recorded.
Okay.
And so for the tablet, you find it at the school, and then the head teacher monitors the dosing. As they dose the tablet, the monitor also records and then report to the district office. Then I also collate and also report to the region and to Ghana Health Service. So we work in collaboration with Ghana Health Service. And they also moved into the schools and they give education because they are the technical men. And so they come in and they give the right information so that they can take decisions.
Okay. So how has the response been like in the schools?
You were asking whether they pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah. So and as their names are recorded, they are given. You go free.
Okay.
You don't pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to know, how has the response been like, in the schools, in the CHIP compounds?
Good.
Are the girls embracing it? Are they excited, or do they have a lot of doubts about it?
That is, you see, I mentioned something earlier on. I said it's like we had not done due diligence. We had not done very good sensitization and giving out of information. We called the school-based coordinators and then head teachers and did the sensitization. And so they were then to go back to their schools, call PTA, and then community engagement and get this information out to them. But because we didn't do it well, some parents did not have the information, and because of the misconceptions going around, back in the school, we had very low patronage. And last about 3 months or so, we had a meeting and we re-strategized. And we are hoping that as we are re-strategizing, we'll get many more girls taking it. But I think that the beginning, it started very well. But as the misconceptions kept on coming, then the dosing went down. People were no more, the girls were no more accepting to take the tablet. So it really affected us. Yeah. So we have had issues of low patronage.
Okay. So from there till now, what has been done?
Okay. So we had a meeting, and we had agreed that every teacher in the school should be given information and orientation on the supplement. And we are doing it this way. Anytime there is a meeting at the circuit level, we make sure that the nutrition officer is there, I am there, so that we give the information to them. And the head teachers have been given some leaflets with information, key messages to give to their teachers and to the students, so that as they continue to ring it, as they continue to say it, they understand it gets into them, and then nobody will be able to confuse them, and they'll be bold enough to take the tablets. We are also asking the female teachers to take it in the presence of the girls, let them see, and also allow the boys who want to take. And so it's like everybody's taking now. There's no mystery around it. It's all about our own health. And so Those are some of the strategies we are putting in place.
Okay.
And then the head teachers too, at the end of this month, on the 26th, they'll be having a meeting. And I have taken 30 minutes out of the meeting time to invite the nutrition officer. And my good self will be there to do some more education. And largely we'll have to look at the community engagement too. And sometimes take some resources to bring chiefs and assemblymen together. And so we want to work with Ghana Health Service to hold debates where we can put up drama and just give some information so that people are aware. And then we can have high patronage.
Okay. So what can individuals do? What can parents do to ensure that these young people will take the iron supplement?
All right, because it's taken at the school and at the clinic, mostly the person taking it must be available. Okay. And so what we need the individual to do is to move to the teacher in charge and pick the tablet. The parents encourage your girls and even the boys to take it. If they have the information and they give to their children, they encourage them. When they come to the school and the teachers add their voice, it's good and it's concrete. And so they go back and they will take. And the beginning of this gifts program, we had to take samples of blood samples of some girls in 5 senior high schools and 5 junior high schools with consent from their parents. They took their blood sample, did a test to see their blood levels, then put them on the iron folic tablet, iron folic acid tablet for 1 month. Then they came back to do the same. They saw that their blood levels had risen. Okay. And so they did not just come in and start giving. We had to do some kind of baseline something. And that helped to also give some information to tell people that this thing, it works. This is how it works. Because you say it improves. Yes, but I've taken it. You have not tested me. How would you know but we have information regarding that, proof to that evidence. Okay. And so it works.
Okay. So can the young people, do they have a choice? Have some of them actually opted out of taking it if they are not comfortable?
Well, if you are not comfortable, we can't force you.
Okay.
The adolescent has a right. And so we can't force, we really don't. But we try to encourage you, give you information so that you now take a decision that yes, I understand that is for my good. Then you come forward and pick it. But if you say you wouldn't, you will never be forced. Nobody can force anybody. We don't do that.
Yeah, because we're hearing reports of people saying that they have their teachers forcing them to take it and all of that. And I think that's even alarmed the parents more because I mean, if you say it's harmless and my child says I am not interested, why then are you forcing her?
Really cannot force. And then where we had those information, really we haven't had concrete evidence to that where a teacher is forcing. Sometimes they stress, they try to give some kind of a bit of a pressure, and so people think that they are forcing them, but you really don't have the right to force anybody to take a tablet at the school. If he says no, no. If somebody can take today, this Wednesday, following Wednesday, or not take, you can't do it. And the following you say, okay, I'll take. But we only need to encourage them. It's just once in a week. Yeah.
Okay. So moving forward, how can we increase adherence and increase the consumption of the iron folic acid supplement?
So for now we have a little challenge at the school because the tablets actually are not in the school as we expect. Those quantities that we need, we have not had them. And then Ghana Health Service, as with the nutrition officer, said they are putting things in place to make sure that every school has the quantity that they need. And so one other means we want to improve and encourage the increase in the uptake of this tablet is to get the tablets available, make them available. sometimes the schools run out of those that are really those can run out. So we make it available. We get the information out there, get the people to understand that it is for their well-being. And so if that is done with the support from parents, teachers, stakeholders, UNICEF is here, I think that we will help improve
the taking of the okay. So your final words, Madam Mary?
Well, patience.
Some patience. I almost said Veronica. I don't know why you look so much like a Veronica to me.
All right. So I think it's an opportunity to be on this platform, and I will want to use this platform to encourage you, those out there, the young ones, that this tablet has come to help us. We, those that find ourselves in this part of the world, this part of Ghana, now we are saying a bowl of beans is about 30 Ghana, and you can imagine it's not easy. So our food, what we eat, will not give us the required nutrients as we grow. You want to grow well, you want to be healthy, you want to give birth to a good and bouncing baby in future. And this is an opportunity. This is what will support you and help you. I encourage all the adolescents, especially the girls, go in, accept this tablet, take it, and you will really see the improvement. We are all behind you. We cannot bring anything that would cause you harm. No, it is certified, and there's evidence to it. There is proven evidence. And so don't fear, take it. We are with you, and we will never direct you to do the wrong thing. Thank you, and you are blessed.
Okay, then if you just joined us, that was Madam Patience Adongo, the Tamale Metro SHEP coordinator, and we talked about the benefits of the iron folic acid supplements to the growth of adolescents. She has basically said it all, and I'm sure that if you have any you had any doubts or anything, I'm sure that your mind is probably assuaged now. You feel much better about it. You know that it is not harmful. I don't think that they would deliberately put your daughters or your adolescents in harm's way. So if you are privileged to be in the place where they are given it, I also encourage that you take it, so that especially if you're a girl, all the blood we lose during menstruation. So do take it. It's not harmful, and that is that. Thank you very much, Madam Patience.
Thank you.
We are so glad that you're able to take time off to make it here. I personally had a lot of thoughts about it too, because of all the things that were going on with all the things people were saying. But now I have a different insight with regards to it, and if we are ever in any position, we would encourage other people to also take it. So a very big thank you to you, and also a very big thank you to you, the viewer, for joining us again today. This is the Young Voices Forum. You will not get this information in a lot of places except here. So I want to say a big thank you to my technical team. Divine Adongo, thank you very much. Without you, as I said, there would not be Young Voices Forum. So until we come your way, same time next week, it's bye for now.